let's get into this new comic called Survival Street, issue 1. Alright, pause to read this timeline. So we start off on this place called Salutation Street. You see the kids running around with these puppets. One of them name was Corporal Fairness. He comes out and shit, right? All that shit get cut short by the government. They was on TV. They shut down all that shit. Put their ass out on the street. So we skip ahead in the future a little bit, right? We see this guards pulling over this RV during the middle of their convo with the dude that's in the RV. That's when you see one of the puppets shoot a rocket at one of the guards. Blows up they shit. So now that shit have made news. This puppet up here talking about some, yeah, I knew we shouldn't trust these terrorist puppets. So then we see this dude up here watching the news, right? It's the president. This motherfucker's a junkie. He goes to this little meeting, right? Talking about put bidding on this property. It's a luxury oceanfront condo. That's when we see these pictures of them same condo. We finally see the team of puppets. The leader of them all is Birdie, the puppet master. She was telling the plan about how they gonna get into that condo. Then we make the second member of the group, Mr. Burton, the master of the sky. He was the one that was supposed to get in there and like make sure that everything good on the intel scoop. We get the third member of the team, Herbert, brought to you by the letters P, T, S, and D. So they said one good thing about climate change is that they got an unguarded entry point as you see them heading underwater into the condo. So they get in there, right, and they break through this wall. They meet up with Mr. Burton. Mr. Burton was acting like a damn waiter. He's like, bro, what the hell is you doing? He's like, they asked nicely. He's like, come on, bro, we ain't got time for that shit. That's when we see the fourth member, Gurgle, recovering Sunday fiend, 73 days since her last scoop. Her and that guy there was supposed to help capture the money being donated by running cards through the scanners. The money was set up to go to deposit into their offshore accounts. So then that's when we see these kids in this damn the cell, right? They get knocked out by our fifth member, Hippie, giant ball of helpful sunshine. So he helps get the kids out, and that's when we go over to the rooftops and we see Herbert. He was scouting and securing the escape route. We see these guards out here talking, right, about how they taking the government's taking the kids and they're using their organs and shit and selling them on the black market. Said if you buy a whole kid from charity, they get the money back as a tax rebate. They was like, these animals, they're gonna cut up kids for parts. I'm gonna kill every last one of these. So my buddy's like, oh shit, Herbert, wait. Herbert talks to himself like, good, stay cool. Come on, stay cool. He jumped down and it was like, who the Corporal Fairness? Not for a long time, as we see his name scribbled out, and his new name is Corporal Punishment. So last but not least, Tony, which is the green puppet right here, and Birdie, they were supposed to be placing scramblers around to scatter the security so they can't radio in when shit goes down. They was trying to go on air again, make sure everything was cool. So they end up dead, and here go that damn puppet from earlier from the news. Her name is Irma. She get there basically explaining how the puppets used to run the media. Cut over to where Gargle at. Mr. Burton like, oh shit, somebody changed the schedule. Dessert is served. And you see Gurgle with her eyes open like, what? Birdie like, get Gurgle out of there. Everybody like, oh shit. Then we see this dude lift this tray up and it's like apple pie, a la mode. Birdie like, Gurgle, don't. It was too late. She already done got some scoops. She started tweaking out, talking about some scoops. That's when their cover was blown. They was like, dear God, is that the Sunday Fiend, the terrorist from the public TV show? I was like, shit, cover blown. At least we developed those scramblers. Should give us a few minutes before. Oh shit, negative. I got 3 units dark. So we see Hippie and our 6th member running away. Then they end up getting caught by these guards. The 6th member like, Hippie, you ain't got no gun. Hippie was like, no, I don't carry those. I don't like them. He's like, what if something bad happens? He's like, something bad is happening now. Just take care of the kids. You're the one that's going to give them hope. I've always been more of a cautionary tale anyway. Make sure I don't go into no landfill. As you see him throwing fucking Molotov, getting shot at and shit. Go back to Gurgle. They like, get off the Sunday cart and put your filthy puppet's hands up. Birdie like, damn it, Gurgle. As she takes a piece of her string from her body and she wraps it onto this bar. Then she swings down and started shooting the shit out of them before they was gonna kill Gurgle. But then you see her holding her side as the stuffing is coming out her side. She passes out. Security get on their ass, right? Gurgle's like, no, we surrender. There's like, this is Florida. You don't get to surrender. But he's like, go without me. Corporal Punishment was like, hell no, I ain't obey your other orders. I sure as hell won't follow this one. As we see him putting all these bombs on the side of the building. Then he blow that bitch up. Boom! All the water rushes in. Skip back over to where Hippie and our 6th member, Tony the Troll, the recycling psycho, was fighting them guards. They was like, damn, nigga, you ain't dying? He said, nah, and this place about to fill up with water. And then like, yo, I'm not desperate to breathe. So we see the president like, give me that, man. We finna call it, this is a matter of survival. Call the national security. Hippie was like, you people are unbelievable. As you see him run the motherfucking president through the fucking wall, fucking his ass up as he land him on his tree. He looks back to the kids like, all right, kids, all clear, with a smile on his face. Then we see Mr. Burton. He running off in the distance. He meet back up at the RV. You see these guards and shit. The guards like, hold on, ain't you Mr. Burton from the TV show? So we'll get more famous for capturing or killing the guy who we all grew up watching TV. It's like, if you did watch our TV, how the hell did you miss the message? Anything, that shit went past you? He's like, fuck that shit. I did that shit because I like money. More than I like puppets, bitch. Mr. Burton is like, that's sad. He's like, yeah, why is that? Because those are terrible last words as you see them get killed. Bow! Corporal Punishment comes out the cut like, don't use catchphrases, you'll get us all killed. As we see the rest of the puppets come on this bus, Mr. Burns like, Gurgle, Tony, did everyone make it out? Where's Birdie? Skip over to where that puppet Irma was at. We see her get into this limo and she tells the driver to drive off, but the driver wasn't there, it was Birdie. Irma was like, should I assume my driver's dead in the ditch somewhere? Birdie was like, I gave him 20 bucks to take a walk. You should pay your people a living wage. Irma said there's still a lot of loaded weapons in the hands of fragile male bell egos looking for you right now. Birdie said, I know, and you and I are running in the same social circles these days. And seeing you tonight, I couldn't miss the chance to ask you, were you full of shit back then, or are you full of shit now? Both, neither. Don't be cute, Irma. Can't help it be. I mean, it's neither mattered what we say on television. People don't tune in to have their minds changed. They watch whoever tells them what they already believe. When the audience doesn't like the script, they change the channel. If the performer hates the script, sure, we can quit, but the bosses just will recast. They never going to treat us as equals. But the only reason these people don't care about hounding you all down is because you make trouble for their bottom line. You could come work for me with me tomorrow, direct my show. We can call the network right now. Believe me, it's easy to make peace when it means everyone's gonna make money. As you see her hand her a card, we always were better together. Skip back over to the RV. I'm sorry, Hippie said. I feel sad leaving Birdie there, but we always agreed the mission matters most. Right, and the show must go on. We see somebody up here with the hitchhiking sign on the side of the road. It's Birdie. Corporal Punishment's like, thought we lost you there. It's gonna take more than that to kill me. And as long as I'm alive, Birdie says, as she's looking at that card that Irma gave her. Where else would I go? We gotta wait till September for the next issue. The next issue will be called Deep in the Heart of Texas.